All right, guys. Well, tomorrow we do have a quiz. It is going to be on paper, unless you are an at-home learner, and then it will be online. So let's go ahead and let's make sure we're good and ready for that quiz. You need to use that paper I gave you today in class. Review for quiz, this paper. We're going to find the slopes of the lines through the given points. Okay, so what we need to look at is what they give us. We've got to look at the clues they give us. The clues that we have here are they give us 2 points. Okay, if you have more than 1 point, if there's 2 points, then you're going to always use your calculator and do stat edit. Okay, so for example, on number 1, you would go to stat and edit, and you're going to put in your x values. So -3 and a 1. -3, 1. And then your y values are 2 and 10. So you're going to put that in for L2. Alright, and then once you do that, remember, you do stat, calc, and then enter, then 4, and enter 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now you're left with, it gives you your M, which is 2, and your B, which is 8. Now you can give me the slope. Y equals M, which is 2, X plus B, which is 8. Alright, you would do the same thing with number 2. You do stat and edit. Stat edit. Alright. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to write the following lines in slope-intercept form. Okay, so what that means is y equals mx plus b. We know that slope-intercept form because it gives us the slope and the y-intercept. Slope-intercept. Okay, our slope is -2/5, and our y-intercept, which is our b, is 7. It gives us those clues right here. So all we have to do is put them into y equals mx plus b. So y equals -2/5 x plus 7. Alright. Now, let's look at number 4. You might see something like this on your quiz. It might say parallel line to y equals 4x minus 1. Okay, so you guys haven't seen, we've talked a little bit about parallel lines today in class, but you haven't seen it in this case. But what did I tell you? If it has a parallel, if they're parallel lines, that means they have the same slope. The same slope. So, same slope. Let's write that down. If it's parallel, that means the same slope. So, your slope is going to be 4, because it's the same slope as what they gave you. So, your M is 4, and your B, it's not going to be minus or -1, because that's the slope for this line. It wants the same slope, same parallel line, but with a y-intercept of -5. So now you have the 2 parts you need, and you can go ahead and put that into y equals m, 4, x, plus b, or -5. Alright? Okay, number 5, they want you to do put this into y equals. Put this in y equals mx plus b form. So we have to manipulate this equation and get the y by itself. Alright? This is what I think you guys struggle with the most. But it's not that hard when you think about just being an equation and getting the y by itself. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to subtract 4x from both sides. So we're going to get that 4x off of this side. And now we're left with -2y equals 8 minus 4x. So I want you to go ahead and divide a -2 off, and you have to do it by everything. Because when you divide, you can divide numbers from letters. Okay? Divide or multiply. You just cannot subtract numbers from letters or vice versa. So when we divide that -2, well, that gets our y equals by itself. 8 divided by -2 is -4. -4 divided by -2 is 2x. So you can leave it like this, or you can rearrange it to be this. Y equals 2x minus 4. All right? Let's skip down to number 7. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to leave it into, put it into y equals. You get that y by itself. And all you have to do here, guys, is just divide that -5 off because there is nothing added or subtracted to it. So divide by -5. And then you're left with y equals -2 minus 1, -2x minus 1 when you divide all those. Okay, look at number 9. Number 9 says your m is 1/2 and your containing point, they give you 1 point, is 4, -6. So here you're going to have to do point slope because they gave you the point and the slope. So you do need to memorize that formula. Remember, it's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So now we know our x1 is 4 and our y1 is -6. Y minus -6 equals 1/2 x minus 4. I just plugged in what I had. So just like we did today in class, we're going to distribute first, and that gives us a 1/2 x, 1/2 or 0.5, this is the same thing as 0.5, right? Times a -4, 1/2 of 4 is going to give you a -2. So you can do that in your calculator if you need to. All right, so let's go ahead and move. We're going to get the y by itself. Excuse me. Oh, we forgot to change this to plus a positive, 2 negatives. Okay, so now we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. And we have y equals 1/2 x. -2 minus 6 is a -8. Minus 8. Okay. All right, let's look at the back. The back has similar things here. You would do point slope here. So please, please, please make sure you memorize that formula. And let's do number 11. A line parallel to y equals -1/3 x plus 6 with a y-intercept of 4. Okay, remember, they're giving you it's parallel, so it's going to have the same slope. So if the slope here was -1/3, that's what your slope is going to be on your line. And your y-intercept, your b, is 4. So we're going to put that into y equals -1/3 x plus 4. All right. And then a line which passes through these 2 points. If you have 2 points, you do stat edit. 2 points, you do stat edit. So let's do that one right quick. So stat edit. We're going to do our x's, 0 and -2. And your y's are 4, -6. And now you're going to go stat calc 4, enter, 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 enter. M is 5 and your B is 4. So now you should be able to put this into, well, I didn't have that showing, y equals form. So y equals m 5x plus 4. Okay? All right. That's it for tonight, guys. Tomorrow you have your quiz, so please make sure you're good and you've memorized your slope, your point slope formula. Excuse me. All right. Have a good day.